Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Using his legs, it's Riggs. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Gathers. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed. get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. At the 35, he's open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This quarterback part of their running game. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the tailback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll toss it to the left. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Lawson. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap sets up to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Glass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Goes to the option. The give to the back. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wilson to pass. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Riggs. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Back to pass on second down. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll run it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Creates a little space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Caught behind the line. It's Winston. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the quick grab. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
To the air on first down. Release to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Texas, 14, Oregon, 0.
One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Got the quick completion. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their... on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Looking for space. It's Green. Got enough for the 1st down and once more. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Fires downfield. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground in a sack.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's second and long. Wilson will throw. Got his man quickly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And that's the beauty of run and play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Quarterback making checks. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wilson to pass. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The kick is on its way. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Gonna run it. It's Hill. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Lawson. Moving past the 25. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Lawson. Runs through the tackle. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
On the direct snap, it's Lawson. Finds a little space. There he goes. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own. So you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Wilson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover. Best case scenario. Offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run to the left. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. First down from the 13-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll leave it with him. What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
After the run, now to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He'll take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Handoff from the gun. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Wilson to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.